This video is part of the Adult Education series on reading in social studies. It covers resources affect where people live in the context of distinguishing between causation and correlation.
In the fields of statistics and research, two terms often arise, causation and correlation. While they may seem similar, they represent fundamentally different concepts. Understanding the distinction between these two ideas is crucial for interpreting data, making informed decisions, and drawing accurate conclusions in various domains, including science, social studies, and economics. What is correlation? Correlation refers to a statistical measure that indicates the extent to which two variables fluctuate together. When two variables are correlated, it means they have a relationship. However, this relationship does not imply that one variable causes the other to change. Correlation can be positive, negative, or zero. Positive correlation. This occurs when both variables increase or decrease together. For example, as the temperature rises, ice cream sales typically increase. Negative correlation. In this case, as one variable increases, the other decreases. For instance, as the number of hours spent studying increases, the number of hours spent sleeping may decrease. Zero correlation. This indicates no relationship between the variables. For example, there is likely no correlation between the amount of rain and the number of students in a classroom. Correlation is often represented by a correlation coefficient, ranging from -1 to 1. A coefficient close to 1 indicates a strong positive correlation, while a coefficient close to -1 indicates a strong negative correlation. A coefficient around 0 suggests little to no correlation. What is causation? Causation, on the other hand, indicates that one event or variable directly influences another. When a change in one variable causes a change in another, we say there is a causal relationship. For example, if an increase in study time results in higher test scores, we can assert that study time causes test scores to rise. Establishing causation typically requires more rigorous research methods than identifying correlation. It often involves controlled experiments where researchers manipulate one variable, the independent variable, to observe its effect on another variable, the dependent variable. This control helps eliminate confounding variables, other factors that might influence the results. The difference between correlation and causation. The key difference between correlation and causation lies in the nature of the relationship between the two variables. Correlation indicates a relationship, while causation indicates a direct cause and effect link. It is essential to avoid confusing the two, as misinterpreting correlation for causation can lead to faulty conclusions. A classic example of this confusion is the correlation between ice cream sales and drowning incidents. During warmer months, both ice cream sales and drowning rates tend to increase. While there is a correlation, it would be incorrect to conclude that eating ice cream causes drowning. Instead, both are influenced by the warmer weather, which leads to more people swimming and purchasing ice cream. Why distinguishing between them matters? Understanding the distinction between causation and correlation has significant implications in various fields. Public policy. Policymakers need to distinguish between the two when designing interventions. For example, if a study finds a correlation between poverty and crime rates, it does not necessarily mean that poverty causes crime. Effective policies must be based on causal relationships to address the root causes of issues. Health and medicine. In medical research, distinguishing causation from correlation is critical for patient care. For instance, if a study finds a correlation between a specific diet and lower rates of heart disease, it requires further investigation to determine if the diet actually causes a reduction in heart disease risk. Business and economics. Businesses often analyze trends and data to make decisions. Understanding whether a correlation is merely coincidental or indicative of a causal relationship can influence marketing strategies, product development, and financial forecasting.
Let's check for understanding. Carefully read the following questions, pause the video, determine the best answer for each, and then restart the video to check your answer.
What type of correlation exists when variables increase together? A. Negative correlation. B. Zero correlation. C. Neutral correlation. D. Positive correlation. The correct response is D. Positive correlation. In business decisions, why is understanding correlation versus causation important? A. It only affects marketing. B. It influences multiple aspects of business strategy. C. It's only relevant for financial reports. D. It doesn't impact business decisions. The correct response is B. It influences multiple aspects of business strategy. A correlation coefficient near -1 indicates A. No relationship. B. Perfect positive correlation. C. Strong negative correlation. D. Weak positive correlation. The correct response is C. Strong negative correlation. What is required to establish causation? A. More rigorous research methods than correlation. B. Only observational studies. C. Simple data collection. D. Basic surveys. The correct response is A. More rigorous research methods than correlation. Conclusion. In conclusion, while both causation and correlation provide valuable insights, recognizing the difference between them is essential for critical thinking and informed decision-making. Correlation can indicate a relationship between variables, but it does not confirm that one variable causes the other. By conducting thorough research and analysis, individuals can better understand the complexities of data and make sound conclusions based on evidence. As you continue to engage with research and statistical information, remember to critically evaluate the relationships you observe to avoid the pitfalls of misunderstanding causation and correlation.
This has been a production of D&J Designs and MathMan 1962. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up. If you want to be notified when new videos are posted, click the bell. And if you want to see more videos like this one, click on the subscribe button.